we go through. There's three basic strategies that we go through between helping you maximize the money that you already have, helping you act aggressively eliminate debt, and wealth building strategies with investing. Um, does that sound like something you're interested in?
Sure, sure.
Okay, great. I'm gonna send you a link to a video. It's 5 videos over 40 minutes. Um, I'm gonna send you a link to a video. It's five videos over 40 minutes. Can I follow up with you tonight or tomorrow evening? Which one works best for you?
Um, Tomorrow evening is good.
All right, great. All right, so you check out those videos, and when I give you a call, we'll just talk about it. We'll talk about those concepts and to see if there's something that interests you. We have a lot of great products, and I just want to help you take advantage of it. Because right now we're just tossing money away. Well,
Right.
well, thanks for your time, and I appreciate it.
All right. All right. No problem. No
All
problem.
right.
Cool. Cool. All right. So that's the present. Send over the present. Yeah, I'm scheduled to follow up. And and did we? Okay. I don't know if we scheduled a time to follow up or not. Did we schedule a time to follow back up? Or you say you?
No, no, I should have had time in there.
Okay. All right. So let's now I'm gonna role play with you. We're gonna take it from the top, and we're gonna start with you, my prospect, and then
Okay.
we're gonna peak and pass. And this is why I'm doing this too, because I'm learning that when one of the things that I'm gonna start doing, my goal is to, before I even have a person start inviting people. I mean, we have a promotion, everybody can go crazy because it's free or whatever.
Yeah.
When training people, getting people started, and this is for training purposes for you training your people, before
Uh,
they go and talk to anybody. And I learned this from my job and your job, and you being in the military, and I've been in the military. Let me start off with that. When we went to the military, first thing we did was we went to basic training. Right? We went to basic training.
that's right.
Basic training, you went to AIT, right? We call it tech school.
Right.
And
Uh-huh.
then they sent us into the real army, or sent us into the real Air Force. Well,
That's
why?
true.
And when have people join this business, why do we tell them go put together a list and we start talking to them right away? I work at the Marriott Waterside downtown, and they put me through a week-long orientation before I was able to even go to work. Our valet company, same thing. They make their valets run the cars for first 4 days without even getting a tip. They can't even get a tip. They get a higher wage because they're in training. So what I'm learning from that, and I got it from a book as well in network marketing, is that you want to teach your people the system first. So when they do start contacting their people, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Yeah, it might take a couple, 2 or 3 days. I learned the other day this guy said he takes a whole month and teaches people the system before they contact anybody because he wants them to
Wow.
be. And it just makes sense. I know they want people to get off to a fast start and quickly, quick, 48 hours, give them the EVP, but they don't know nothing, and they'll mess everything up, and then you got to try to backtrack and train them when they already develop habits. So I'm tightening up my process. So what I'm starting off with people doing is when they get started, we're going to schedule a time based upon their schedule, their work week, and I'm recording all this too. Schedule
Right.
their work week to let me know what hours you're available to work, and to train, because we want to train you first. And then we'll do it in an hour. We should get 10 hours of training over a month's time or however long it takes, but we want to get you those 10 hours of training in. Um, but we also want to get you the EVP in your first week. So the first time we're going to sit down and train, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you to the Extra Digit Movement website after we schedule the time. I want you to watch that Peak and Pass training by Brian Bean. I want you to watch the 50-15-5 training by Chuck Harden with Brian Bean on Extra Digit Movement. If you have a W-4, we want you to go ahead and do that as well. After you do that, and I'll let you know, I want you to learn those 6 P's: peak, pass, present, plug in, promote. And I say it over and over so that I get it down in my heart. So I say it all the time. But and then also I want you to learn the system, and then print out the 50-15-5 sheet, and then put together your list, because now you understand the purpose behind the 50-15-5, and you have that sheet. That's duplicatable. We want to get this system down so that it's duplicatable and it's easy and it's simple and it's step by step. So now when we get back on the phone, before we even contact anybody, you already know the 6 P's. You already know how to peak pad. We're going to role play 3 or 4 times so that you're comfortable. You see how it goes. You at least have the gist of it. And then from there, we can start working on your list together and get you to EVP within a week. And now you know the system. You know where to go to perfect the system. And now you got a teammate that's in the game, and they're highly trained and ready to go.
Wow. Okay, that's thorough. That's good.
Yeah. So I'm always trying to get better at the system and plugging people in and getting them through. I think that's a much better way of getting people off to a good start. Okay. So and that's why I'm going back doing these trainings with everybody and scheduling an hour-long training, because I want our people. I have some teammates, I have some people that I know that bring people in, and then they don't talk to them ever again. They throw them against the wall and they see who stick. Some people that's how some people run their business. That's how we came in. Our guy recruited us. He told us to get some people and put them on the phone with him. And I haven't heard from him. I mean, I've heard from him, but it's because I had to stick to it and I stuck against the wall. But most people, don't have that, that stick to itiveness where they're gonna, be aggressive and build something, So
Okay.
we have to help them if we're going to build a team and build a team that sustains itself by itself without you having to be there. I told the team the other day, my goal is to be able to take a year off and have a team that's up and running that's going to make more money when I'm gone than it does when I'm there. And I've heard that happen time after time after time. And that's the only way to do that is to have a highly trained, highly skilled people on your team who know what the heck they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So from the top, what I would say is I give you a call. I say, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Anthony, this is Andre. What's going on, man?
Hey, not too much. How's it going?
Good. Hey, Anthony, I'm on my way out the door, but I was just having a conversation with a new business partner of mine, and we were talking about money, and I thought about you, and I said, man, Anthony needs to hear this information. It's about wealth building, and we were talking about a strategy called income shifting. Are you familiar with that at all?
Not really.
Okay. And real quick, income shifting is basically what we do is we show people how to go from employee or self-employed and ultimately becoming an investor, meaning we show you how to go from working for money to ultimately having your money work for you. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what I wanted to do, though, is I wanted to send you over a quick video. It'll probably take you about 5 minutes to watch it, explain to you a little bit more in detail about what it is that we do. And if you like what you see, I'm going to call you back and find out if you want more information. If you don't like what you see, just let me know you don't. And I appreciate you taking a look at it. How's that sound?
Okay. Sounds good.
Perfect. So I'm going to send that over to you right now. How soon can you take a look at that?
5-minute video. I don't know. Give me 2 or 3 hours. I'll get to it.
Okay. So it's 10 o'clock right now. So about 3 hours from now, that'll be what, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, 1. So I can give you a call back about what, 1:30, 2 o'clock?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. So how's 1:30?
1:30 is perfect.
Perfect. So I'll call you back at 1:30 and you watch that quick 5-minute video and then you let me know if you want more information. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Perfect. All right. So I scheduled that follow-up with you, quick follow-up with you. It's now 1:30. I'm calling you back. I say, hey, Anthony, it's Andre calling you back.
Hey, Andre, how's it going?
Good, man. Good. Did you get a chance to watch that video?
Yeah. Man, it was awesome. Tell me more. I totally agree. Tell me more.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. Well, what I want to do is we have a overview that explained that was just one of our strategies that you saw, pretty powerful. And what we have is a 40-minute overview. It's 4 videos, 4 or 5 videos, each of them about 10 minutes long, but it's going to explain each strategy step by step. You're going to absolutely love it. So I'd like to get that over to you right now. And then I'd love to schedule a time to follow back up with you so we can get your questions answered, get any more details to you that you would need. If I sent that over to you right now, how soon can you take a look at that within the next 24 hours?
Uh, I don't know about the next 24 hours, maybe tomorrow evening. If you can give me a call back tomorrow about 7, the 7 in the evening work for you?
Okay, so you would have watched it by then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So I can give you a call about 7. Like I said, it's only about 40 minutes, but a lot of people like to watch it twice because it's just that powerful. So I'll call you back at 7 o'clock tomorrow. And like I said, I'm just getting started with it, but you're gonna learn some awesome wealth building strategies. And I'll probably have my business partner on the phone with me when I call because he's one of the big guys in the company doing big things and building a huge team. And he's going to answer any questions that you might have and get you any more details that you need to know. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna send that over to you now, and all right, yeah, I'm gonna put that on my calendar. Now, how good are you at keeping appointments?
Uh, I mean, I'm going to be around. I'll be available. I mean, it's a telephone appointment, so I'm sure you can't run too late to a telephone appointment.
Well, yeah, I just want to make sure because I'm gonna have my business partner on the line. I just want to make sure that we don't waste this time. So I just want to make sure that you at least put that on your calendar and that we're good to go 7 o'clock when I call you that you'll be able to pick up the phone and don't stand me up.
Okay. Hey, I'll make sure that I'm available and waiting for your call at 7.
Awesome, awesome, cool, cool. You're gonna love the information, man. I promise you that. I'm not gonna waste your time with no mess. So, all right, I'll send that over to you, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Perfect. Boom. So that's how we do it. So it's you want to send that quick 5 minute video over to them, have them watch that, and I let them know I don't want to. We're sending. The reason why we do it that way is because I tell them I said because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine. So if you don't like what you see in those 5 minutes, then we only lost 5 minutes and we didn't lose a whole hour of me trying to wait to find out that you ain't like something after 40 minutes. So. So I'll send that over to you first, and then we'll get back on the phone and find out if you want more information. Okay, so
Okay.
go ahead. Any questions on that?
So the constant phone follow up. That's the way we want to do it. On the phone, following up each call.
Yeah, yeah. Initially, and until you get strong. And then the reason why I say that is because what I do is I have a lot of leads. So if
Okay.
I text somebody and they say, yeah, I want, or we talk, and I'll call them. I'll call my leads up and we talk. I'll build rapport with them, and then I send them over the 5 minute video,
Okay.
and after they watch it, what I tell them just text me if you want more information. And then they'll
Okay.
text me and say, "Yeah, I want more information." And then um, after then I'll send them over the video through text, and I'll schedule a follow up through text. That's how I do it, and I do that because
Okay.
I have a lot of leads. But when a person is brand new
Okay.
and they only got a few people on their list, that's valuable. So we want to take extra care of that because we want to get something out of that. A lot of people don't follow back up with me. A lot of people don't text me back. A lot of people don't respond. But I have so many leads that it doesn't matter to me. So
Okay.
I can kind of sort through those who and pick the best of the litter, put it that way. And I can determine that by those who respond back to me. If they don't respond, then that's on them. I catch up with you in another 6 months.
Okay.
So I teach the new teammates that way that they don't get disappointed. Because if I say, yeah, watch that video and get back to me if you want more information, I'll never hear back from that person again. And your 5 people all do the same thing, and then you be like, this junk don't work. you know. So
Gotcha.
Uh, so I teach that to the new teammates so that they, say, okay, um, I'm getting some activity here. But yeah, eventually you can get to the point you say, here, I'm gonna send you a quick 5-minute video. If you like what you see, text me back that you want more information. Like I have some people at work. I'll send them the um, people at work is off the chain. I don't know. I've talked to a lot of people where I work at, and I haven't got one good response yet. It's just insane, But all I'll do is I'll send them the 5-minute video. I say, take a look at that. If you want more information, let me know. I don't hear from them again. Then they're looking at me sideways at work when I'm like, hey, you want to stay broke, stay broke. That's on you. but
Right, right.
but that's how I do it. That's how I do it. And that's
Okay,
just because I have a lot of leads. But if I didn't have the leads, I would follow back up with them and say, hey, did you watch that video? And they say, yeah. Do you want more? No, I didn't. Well, watch it. I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. Take a look at it. I'll be a little bit more persistent, a little bit more aggressive. And I say, watch that video. It's only 5 minutes. I promise you to change your life. Uh, and then when they watch it, I'll say, do you want more information? Yeah. And go from there.
okay.
So.
Now, when you come to objections, like I don't have the time, I don't know if I can sell it. People will want to buy it from me. I come into these kind of objections, and these
Yeah.
are honest people that would sign up, but I don't have the time. I don't. This is their objection. Is
Okay. Now,
there rebuttal? Yeah.
is this
Huh?
before you send them information, or is this after they
No,
watch?
this is after the presentation.
Okay, so after they watch the 40-minute presentation.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just confirming because I'm a role play with you, and then and that's the best way to do it is the role play. So let's do that. So all those objections that people say, I want you to say those to me. So I say, Anthony, this is Andre following back up with you at 7 o'clock. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Did you get a chance to watch all the videos?
Yeah. Yep. I did.
Awesome, awesome. What did you like best about what you saw?
Everything he talked about, those concepts, I need those in my life.
Awesome. What specifically did you like best? The minimizing taxes? Which one hit you the hardest?
Um, the minimizing, the minimizing taxes. That was very powerful.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that changed my life. And what I do is I elaborate after they tell me about what they like best. That thing right there changed my life because me and my wife had a situation where we was owing in taxes at the end of every year, and we was like, what's going on? And we also owed in taxes to Uncle Sam. So when we started writing off our lifestyle, because we've had a home-based business for years, we started writing off our lifestyle, and we got back a check for over $7,000, and we was able to take that money and pay back Uncle Sam. So that's a huge, huge, huge deal right there. What questions do you have about what you saw, if any?
No, it was pretty clear and explanatory. None.
No questions at all.
No.
Oh,
I have no questions.
awesome.
My only hang up is that I just don't have the time. I'm so busy. I have a family. I have work. School. I have all these things going on already. It sounds great. I just don't have the time to actually, to work this business.
Okay, you don't have to work the business. It's first and foremost is about the strategies, and about, do you see that you need to utilize the strategies in your life?
Yes.
Okay, adjusting your W-4, being able to write off. So in order to qualify for those deductions, there's only a few things that Uncle Sam asks you to do, and that's one is keep good records, and that's what our cash flow manager does. Two, showing intent to do business, and you're doing some type of marketing. And then three is working your business 4 or 5 hours a week. Okay, so can you find 4 or 5 hours, which is what, less than an hour a day, to invest in your business?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you don't have to. In order to qualify for those deductions, what you would do is you would, like when I go get gas, I drop off a business card. Now, if somebody happens to call you and say, "What's this all about?" if you scared to make money, just hang up the phone on them. But at least you got your you got your tax deduction. But and I'm saying that in a way because it's like it's a no brainer. So, but but 9 times out of 10, you'll say, hey, I'm gonna send you over a quick video. They might like what they see, and they'll get started with you. And the next thing you know, you got a business. Now, I do have a teammate on our team out of Texas, and she brought on a guy who got started, and now he's passed her up tenfold, and she still earns
Wow.
income off of that. She still earns income
Wow.
off of that, and so even though you might not have a lot of time to build a business, you might you might turn somebody on to this business who can come in and explode and put you in position to earn income off of them. So if the chances of that happening we don't know, but in order to put yourself in that position, you got to get started. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So, we can work around your time schedule. Do you want to build a business, or would you like to put yourself in a position to build a business, or what? Or no?
I mean, like I said, I would like to.
Okay.
Just you know, I just have to build it slowly, I guess. Go piece by piece. But I do need
Absolutely.
to apply these concepts,
Yeah.
and part of the concept is building the business.
Right. Now, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to help you with that. Because what we would do is, let me ask you this: do you know about 10 people that can use this information?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're taking probably about 5 minutes on this call. Out of those 10 people, we took the next 2 weeks and called one person a day for 5 minutes. You think we can get some activity going?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all it takes. It don't take a lot of time. I know you're busy, got a lot going on. You can even pass the list on to me and just give everybody a quick text, a heads up, and say, hey, I got a guy that's going to give you a call, going to share some powerful information with you about wealth building. I'm kind of tied up right now, but when he calls, his name is Anthony. Take his call. And if
Sounds good.
you
Yeah.
got that kind of influence, I'll peek them, pass them, send them over the presentation, and then when they get ready to get signed up, you just send me over your link, and I'll sign them up, and we'll get them up and running. And when you are ready to run, you just let me know, and we can go from there.
That's awesome.
Real simple. Yep. Cool. Any other questions?
The other thing I was thinking about was the fact that you know, uh, I don't, I'm not sure if I can get, this is the other rebuttal is that I'm not sure if I can get people to join.
Right. And I don't get people to join either, but what I do is, and number one is we'll be working together. And so my goal is, let me ask you a question, where you work at right now, when you first started, were you successful at doing everything, or did they have to show you how to do everything?
They had to teach me.
Yeah. So that's the same thing we're going to do here. And now you've been there a while, and now you can go in there and you can probably do your job with your eyes closed. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Same here. So it's just with a little bit of coaching, a little bit of training. We're gonna show you how to do the business. When I first got started, I was horrible, and you're gonna be horrible too. But being that we're training, we're working together, it's gonna shorten the learning curve for you, and that's what I'm here for. And I'm gonna be with you every step of the way, and I teach you how to do it. And people will sign up, and I will tell you the honest truth: people will say no. It's absolute. That's just the way. That's just the name of the game. But for the most part, if you stick to it, if you're coachable and allow us to train you and you don't quit, I promise you enough people will say yes for you to build financial freedom for yourself and your family. So if you believe in you and I believe in you, that's all that matters. We don't care what everybody else do. Because I do know this, there's 40 million people out there, 300 million in America alone. All we need is less than 1%. And we wealthy, all of us.
Wow.
So if I can show you how to do that, will you allow me to coach you and train you?
Yes.
Cool. We're gonna make money. No big deal. So
Awesome.
so you did see it was 179 to get started, correct?
Right.
Right.
179. I saw that.
Right, and 179. In the video, it said 179. It said 30 bucks a month, about $29 a month. Well, actually, Anthony, it's 199 to get started because we just added on a new feature to our system, and that is we added on an online marketing system that you get for 3 months, and that's a value of $200 by itself. But for the whole 199, you get that online marketing system, you get our cash flow manager, you get our training, you get everything. And then our financial success membership is actually 35 a month. And and that's because we have more products and services as well that we've added. We just merged with another company who brought us more training on self-improvement. You get identity theft, you get all kind of stuff, too much for me to go into right now. But would that be a challenge for you, the $199, $35 a month, getting started today?
Can I make payments for that 199?
Um, you can not, no, you can't, but you can, put yourself on the payment scale, meaning if you want to set some money aside 1 week and put some money aside next week, and then we can get you started whenever you say you're ready to go. We can do it that way. But when do you see
Okay.
yourself being able to get started?
I don't know. Give me about a month, maybe.
About a month. Okay. How serious are you about this on a scale of 1 to 10? How serious are you about moving forward on this?
I don't know. It looks good. Somewhere between a 5 and a 7.
Okay, a 5 and 7. Well, I'm not here to convince you to get started. That's one thing I don't do. I just want to make sure that this is something you want to take advantage of. Number
Okay.
one is your W-4. If we were to show you how to do your W-4, we can do that before you get started, and that will help you to get the 199. So if we were able to adjust your W-4 and find some extra cash in there, would you be willing to use that money to get started
Yeah, sure.
initially, and then the rest is yours after you get started? Okay, so
Absolutely.
that's another option that we can do. What I normally do, Anthony, is still on the role play. What I normally do is anybody that says anything longer than 2 weeks, that's just going to be
Uh-huh.
too long for me to follow back up with you. So I would normally say follow back up with me. But one of the things, let's knock out your W-4 to see if we can raise that extra cash for you to get rolling. And then, and if that works, you probably get paid every 2 weeks, and then we'll see how that works. And if not, after a month, then just give me a shout and let me know you're ready to get started.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Cool, cool. And also, and let me see if I can make the deal a little bit more sweeter. We do have a promotion that's going on for the next 2 or 3 weeks that a person can actually get started with us for $99. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, yeah. So you see yourself when you see yourself being able to do that, can you do that now, or you still need a little bit of time?
No, actually, shoot, for $99, I take advantage of that right now.
Cool, cool. Well, let's get you going. What I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna send my link over to you. Probably take us about 20 minutes to walk you through everything. You ready to do that now?
Sure, let's do it.
Perfect, perfect. Hey, well, welcome to the team, man. Let's go get you started, get you signed up. We're gonna get your form filled out. We're gonna work on your W-4, and we're gonna start putting together, get some training over to you. Have you watch some training videos so you can learn our system, and then we'll get back together, put together your list, and start and sharing this information with other people. And let's go build some wealth, man. Let's go change your family. Let's go do all those things that you told me you want to do. Sound good?
Great. Sounds good.
Perfect. Welcome to the team, man.
Thank you.
That's it. That's it. And that's just repetition, man. That's just talking to a lot of people, banging my head, and that was good role play, actually. That's exactly how it goes down, man. That's exactly how it goes down. And once people, you'll get familiar with people saying the same thing over and over, and the little bumps in the road, you'll learn to speed right over top of them. It's no big deal, you know. Uh,
Sure.
and you get them started just like that. Yeah. And you will notice I ask you a lot of questions, and I'll put those
Yeah.
questions on you. And I do it from a position where I don't try to convince them. I have a book called High Probability Selling, um, and
Okay.
Basically, what it is it's a way to sell where you put the responsibility on the prospect, so that I don't have to sell you or try to convince you to get going. I leave it to you. I leave it like I'm putting you on the edge of a cliff, and you make a decision to jump off that cliff. So I say it's once, and I tell you everything up front. I don't hide nothing. I say everything up front so that you know that I'm not hiding anything. So I said it's 179 to get started. So some people would just say, "You ready to get started?" And say, "Yeah, okay, well, let's go ahead and get you signed up." Da, da, da. No. Because when we hit that 179, you're gonna balk. So let's go ahead and put that on
Right.
the table right now. It's 179. It's 190. It's 179, but it's actually 199. And I say it with confidence. I don't stutter, utter, I don't mutter. I say it with straight confidence because they feel that. And they're like, this dude is
Right.
not embarrassed. He ain't trying to trick me. He's telling me the truth. So because I know that increases your trust with me because I'm being straight honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that's what high probability selling does. It just, that person is like, man, he just expect me to get going. He just expect people, he's not, he's just bringing it to me. So I say it's 190. It's not 179. It's actually more than that. It's actually 199 to get started. Is that within your budget? I'm putting it all on you. It's not on me. I ain't trying to convince you. I don't say,
Right.
well, actually, it's 179, but really is 199. I don't know if that's within your budget or not, but I mean, I'm sure you can find the money to get rolling if this is important to you. I'm not trying to persuade you. No, I'm saying is that within your budget? Is that something you can do? Then I say it's also
Mhm.
35 a month. Can you do that as well? You say
Okay.
I can, but right now, how can we? When do you see yourself being able to have it? And you say, well, I have it on, give me about a month. Normally, Anthony, I don't, when somebody tell me anything longer than 2 weeks, I let them know that you have to call me back on that one. Anything longer than, I can follow back up with you in 2 weeks myself, but anything longer than that, and most people normally don't get started after that because they're not that serious. After about 2 weeks, they forget about it. Life beats them over the head a couple more times, and they just get back used to the mess that they were already in. And they're like, dang.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
uh, I never met anybody that stayed excited over a month without plugging into our system, plugging into our group, and that's the honest truth what I tell them. So um, and then I said, well, let's do your W-4. It's we do have a special promotion going on where it's $99. You can get started for that. Does that work for you? Or can you do that today? And that today is huge. Can you do that today, or do you still need some time? So I'm just being straightforward with you. I'm not being super salesy. I'm not being pushy. I'm just, talking to you man to man.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't get the time objection. I've never gotten a time objection. I don't have time to do this.
Okay.
Sometimes they say, this is what they say in sales, is that not you, but they say that people will telegraph the objection. I might even telegraph the objection of I don't have the money. So I work on that a lot because I telegraph that to people, or I'll end up attracting those kind of people. So I'm working on attracting people that do have the money, because in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
mind, you're afraid of that happening. The very thing that you fear happen is what happens. So I learned to
Gotcha.
overcome that objection so that I don't telegraph that. But I don't have time to build the business or nothing like that. Is this a pyramid? I don't hardly get that. I don't have the money. You're gonna run into a lot of people that don't have the money, but you also run into a lot of people who do have the money, and that's what I'm taking my game to. And I say that every day. I meet people that sharp, they're ready to go, they have the money to get started. Because I don't want to convey that. Put that energy out there. Put it that way.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, that's really good. I just how do I bridge the gap between where you're at, what's in your head, and what's not in my head?
Right, right, right. So, good question. Good question. What you do is you take this recording, or you go and watch any of our trainings that we have on our unify and duplicate.weebly.com website. You take that and um, you write out the peak and pass, the peak and pass, um, scheduling the follow up. So you have the peak and pass video, right?
Um, I'm not even sure. If you just send me the websites, I'm gonna go to them all right now because I don't have anything saved, but I have everything on the My Econ back office, all that training, and
Okay.
the
Okay.
rest of the stuff I didn't really quite archive, I guess, properly. Maybe I can go into our notes. I was thinking our text messaging. Maybe I can find it in there.
Okay. So if you go to let me see, if you go to like YouTube and type in from ashy to classy Brian Bean, you'll see well actually it's on the website too, but
Uh huh.
it's on the website under Peak and Pass on unifyandDuplicate.weebly.com. But it's a video that Brian Bean standing at a podium and he's just talking about the strategies. One of the strategies of being able to write off your lifestyle, and it's pretty powerful. And it's got us a lot of. Before we got started with Brian Bean, we came in the business with our own system. We had a 4-step system that we learned through another company, and we had a little success with it. But my econ was just a better situation, obviously, and. So we brought that system over here and we started having success. And we didn't want to change. So we used to take them to the invite, present, follow up, and close. It was something like that. That was our system. We invite, we send them over to the presentation, we follow up, and we close them. And we had success. And Brian Bean was like, "No, you're gonna do prospect, peak and pass, present, plug in, and promote." We were like, "Man, we crushing over here. We doing our thing. We even went EVP gold with that." And
Uh-huh.
and he was just like, "Yeah, follow my system, be coachable." And I was like, all right, all right. So I finally broke down. I had to tell the team we turn in just a little bit. Same thing we're already doing, but let's just be coachable. Because if I want people to be coachable to me, I need to be coachable upward. So we plugged in the peak and pass. So I found a little peak and pass video. Business just took off. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody peaking and passing. Everybody signing up. We just exploded. And I was like, oh my so it's just so important to be coachable. But yeah, peak and pass, and it was like an extra step, like you said, you got to do that much follow up. But he was basically what he's saying is that when you do that peak and pass, then you're increasing that faith and people's they're hearing a little bit, and they even the 369 call is a peak and pass. They just need to see the presentation twice, some form of presentation twice before you try to get them started and do the close. So have them,
Okay.
they can even get on the webinar on Tuesday night, and that'll be your peak and pass. And then you can send them the 4 videos afterwards because people, they're afraid to make a decision after the first time viewing something. So, and they always want to say, well, I need to do some research and get more information. So that pretty much eliminates that when you say, after they watch something real quick and you say, you want more information, they're like, yeah, 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 because you don't want me to make a decision. Of course, I can't make a decision after I just watched something first, So you
Right.
get more information, then that increases their faith. Now you can go in for the close. So it's been instrumental. But anyway, being able to bridge that gap, and that's been my whole network marketing career is bridging that gap. Is write down what we say or what you like what I say. Um, from the peak and pass standpoint, and Cassandra's doing that too. She went out and wrote a peak and pass script. She wrote it out, and then I told her to practice it. Just practice it over and over 4 or 5 times a day. So one of the things that I have a teammate says, hey, John, I got something powerful. I want you to take a look at it. It's about money, and it's about wealth building. If I sent you over a quick 5-minute video, would you be open to take a look at it? Yeah, absolutely. I don't use the word interested. I always use open because interested connotates selling. Open means they, again, get to make their own decision. Am I open or not?
Okay.
So if I sent you a powerful video about wealth building, would you be open to take a look at it? Well, what's it all about? It's about wealth building. Have you heard of income shifting? Nah, never heard of it. I say income shifting because it establishes ignorance. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
they say, that's something I don't know. Man, income shifting is we show you how to transition from employee to self-employed to ultimately becoming an investor where your money's working for you and you're not working for it. Does that make sense? I ended with a question. Yeah, because if I'm asking a question, I'm controlling the whole conversation. So does that
Okay.
make sense? Yeah, yeah, cool. So boom, I'm gonna send that video over to you. It's 5 minutes. How soon can you watch it? I'm asking another question. I'm controlling it. I'll watch it right now. I'm gonna call you back in 15 minutes. All I want to know is if you want more information. I don't want to call them back and ask them what they think about it, or I'll say, good stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What questions do you have? I don't want to ask that question. I just want to know if you want more information. Yeah, well, tell me a little bit.
Gotcha.
Do I gotta say? I just want to know if you want more information. I'm gonna send you over the video. It's gonna explain all that to you. Then after you watch that, and then you still don't get your questions answered there, then we'll get all your questions answered from there. After that, make sense? They go, yeah, okay, that's cool. So I'm gonna send you over this information. Then I'm gonna schedule my follow up. And I tell them everything up front. I'm still being up front. It's a 40-minute video, you know. And then what I like to do is schedule time to follow back up with you within 24 hours. Anything more than 24 hours, then I try not to go more than 48, but I try to stay within 24. And my new question has been, how soon can you watch it? Because they might say, I'm gonna watch it right now, and you send it over to me, you know. And then I'll say, I'll try to give them an hour, and I say, okay, I'll call you back. It's 10:42 now. I'll call you back at 11:42. How does that sound? Again, a question at the end, because you're controlling the whole thing.
Yeah.
It says,
Okay.
yeah, that works. Well, actually, I got to pick up my son. Call me back around 3. Great. Now I'm going to confirm so that you don't waste my time. How good are you at keeping appointments? You know, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. You keep a calendar or no? No, but I'll be good. I'll be good. Now letting them know. All right, I'm just making sure because I got a treat for you. I might have my business partner on the line, the person who introduced me to business, and he's building a huge team. He's helping a lot of people. He's working to help a lot of people work these strategies that you're about to hear, and I want to introduce you to him. And plus, you can ask him any questions, and he can get more details to you about what it is that we do. That makes sense? And I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. So 3 o'clock, follow back up with you. Make sure you pick up the phone when I call. Don't stand me up. So now you kind of nail down the fact that they're going to get back on the phone. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do it, but you put a little bit more cement foundation there. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
But again, you just want to spend a little time and write this stuff out, and then get your flow. Write it. Listen to what I'm saying. Go back and watch the recording. Listen to what I'm saying, and then write that down, and then develop your own style. But start with that foundation, and then after you read it over and you say, no, that don't sound like me, I'll say this. That sounds like me. Put your words to it, but again, use that skeleton. And that's why we have the system: prospect, pique, and pass, present, plug in, promote. And then we'll role play it back, and and I'll have it there. I used to have the scripts right there, reading it when I'm talking to people. But I've practiced it over and over enough where it sounds original. It don't sound like I'm reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right.
yeah.
So, well, question for you: extradition movement. What's the video I need to watch from there, or I need to have in my arsenal?
Yeah. Go to well, as far as presentation wise, when talking to somebody, what I do is I have let me send you over. I'll send you over the video right now, because I keep it in my bookmarks on my text on my phone.
Okay.
So I'll send that to you right now. So I'll just hit bookmarks and let's see here. Actually, plastic. There we go. And then another great thing too is when people say you want to have a good answer for what is it? What is income shifting? There's different responses that you can have, but you got to have a canned response. And I'm learning. I'm about to upgrade my response because I want to learn how to get more emotional with my response. Because as you get a good response that you're comfortable with, you wanna have one that's packed with emotion as well, because people buy emotionally. So what I mean by that is we'll say something to the fact of, we show people how to take care of man's number one fear, and that is, how can I take care of my family? while while taking care of my family today, while simultaneously building a financial future for tomorrow so that I can be able to retire with dignity. That's emotional.
Wow.
you
Wow.
you know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So,
Yeah.
when people hear that, they like start to melt. Be like, dang, I need that in my life.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So if your whole flow is emotional, you got them because you're tapping
Wow.
into that imagination side of their brain where they're trying to see themselves living a better life than what they have right now. Honestly, that's why President Trump is President Trump, because he sold a bag of fear for the last, few months here. And, he says it's just Hillary's a bad, bad woman. Obama's done a bad, bad job. This country is going down the pits. This is horrible. It's just terrible. True or not true, that's how he's got himself the presidency, because he's creating that imagination in people's minds, whether it's true or not true, that he just touched that part and got people riled up and won the election. So he's a salesman. He's a master salesman.
Yeah.
Master
Yeah.
salesman. Yeah. So, okay, so that's that video. And then what video do you use to send them over the presentation? You use the youngwealthbuilders.weebly?
Yeah. I send your link. The Young Wealth Builders. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So put that in there first, that 5-minute video, that YouTube, and watch it, and watch it so you see what people are seeing, and it's pretty good. And then every now and then, watch the 4 videos too. Watch Brian Bean and listen to him explain, because it just builds your confidence of what you're talking about. And when you get on the phone with people and you start doing closes, then you'll be able to answer their questions based upon the information that you hear in the presentation as well. But utilize me for those follow-ups. Get me on those follow-ups, especially now that we're charging the fee to get started now. Use me for those
Okay.
follow-ups. And if you're good with the peak in the past, then do that. Send them over the presentation. But as soon as you schedule that follow-up, let me know, and we'll get on there and I'll close them out for you.
How available are you? Do you have a available time window where I have some liberty, or I mean, between the peak and pass, they say, hey, yeah, call me back at 3. So I just text you. Are you available at 3? And if you are, you'll come on. If not,
Yeah.
I'm Lone Ranger.
Nah,
That's pretty
nah.
much.
Now, what I normally do is I tell everybody to have 3 phone numbers. I give you
Okay.
like Andre's number and give you Cortez's number. You'll have their number. I'll send those numbers over to you. Um,
Okay.
but you'd want to, as soon as you schedule that follow up, just give me at least a half-hour window. So if it's at 3:30 and it's 3 o'clock, then text me over and let me know. But if it's 3 o'clock and they say 7 o'clock, just text me and let me know, and I'll be available. If for any reason I'm
Okay.
not, I'll call Dre and ask him if he can do it. I'll call Cortez and ask him if he can do it. If you just texting me and I ain't responding and they ready to go, right away, and you didn't get an answer from me, then just hit Andre up or Cortez up, and or just go on the group and say anybody available for a 3-way. Even Miss Rolanda, she's qualified. Alex is qualified. Mo is qualified. So somebody will help you out.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the most part, I'm 99.9%. I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's why I work at where I work at, because it allows me to be flexible too. I can just say I'll be back, and I can do
Nice.
that. Yeah. So cool. All right, man. That's our time. I don't want to flood you.
Okay. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thanks so much.
Yeah. So I'm going to. This is I recorded it, so I'll need it to upload it. I'll upload it to YouTube, and then I'll send it over to you, and then you can have it and go back through it. But what I do now that I've perfected I'm still getting better, and trust me, I'm still getting better at the prospect, peak and pass, present. I'm still getting better with that process. But where the money is made on the back end with the close, that's where I practice a lot. So I'll be doing a lot more training with EVPs, and we'll go in there and we'll practice closing each other, answering their questions and getting them started and stuff like that, and handling those objections. But you want to start keeping a list, and I keep one on my wall. Like, people will say something that'll just blow your mind. Well, I have a CPA already who handles my stuff. Okay. Like you said, I don't have time. I don't have the money. Is this a pyramid? Somebody told me you're gonna have to convince me. Well, I need to join. And I'm saying, no, I don't. No, I don't. I'll tell them, if you watch that presentation that I saw, if you watched it and Brian Bean said what he said, I'm not better than him. He's 10 times better than me. If you watch the same thing I did and that didn't light your fire and I still need to convince you, then I'm sorry, your wood is wet and there's nothing I can do. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I say. So, but yeah. And the main thing with closing is just really just saying what's on your heart and just being straightforward with them. I don't have the money. I understand I didn't have the money when I got started either, but how do you feel about not having the money? How long you been working? I've been working 10 years, and out of those 10 years, how much money would you say you average each year? 30,000, 40,000, 50? Average probably about 40 grand a year. Okay, so that's about $400,000 that you've made and working years in the last 10 years, correct? Yeah. So out of that 400,000, you tell me you don't have 199 to get started? No.
Wow.
How does that make you feel? Not good at all. Do we want the next 10 years to be like the last 10 years? Nah.
Wow.
So we need to do something different then, don't we? Yeah. Cool. Well, how can we take care of this? We need to do something different. How soon can we get this money? Let's do this. And that's just come from listening to other people and always trying to figure out how to get better at my closing. Get better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. All right, man. And that comes, with time, practicing, drilling, and rehearsing, and just settling down. And to me, I do it. I write it out. I record myself. I use my recorder on my phone. I got me a little recorder, and I'll turn my radio off. I don't listen to music at all. I'm going to work. I'm coming back. I'm listening to closes over and over and over and over again. And then it starts to get into you, and then it just becomes a flow of your conversation, and you practice it. You practice it. And I'm available anytime, man, especially late at night. Say, Dre, you available? Let's do some role playing. I love it. It's always sharpening my act. So most people won't take me up on that, but I'm available, and I'll hold the training. That's why I say I'm doing the training tonight. Anybody welcome to plug in. So.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. My pleasure. All right, Anthony. Have a great day, man.
Thank you. You too.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Mm-hmm.